Okay, so you got a triangle XYZ over here. So we don't have a diagram. You can sketch it out. So let's sketch it out right here. Okay, just random. Okay, it doesn't have to be right triangle. So X, Y, and then Z. Okay, so they give you angle Y 81 degree, 81 degrees. So I put right here 81 degree. And then xy equal 10. Xy right here. This is xy equal 10. Okay. And then xz equal 11. Xz equal 11. All right. And they ask you to the nearest 10, I mean one decimal, what is the measure of angle z, which is right here. Okay. So angle z right here, let's call it x. Okay. So now I just use law of sine to set it up. So first of all, I put sine of angle x right here over the opposite side. The opposite side is at number 10 right there. Okay. Equal over number 10 equal sine again, sine, but this time I choose sine 81 degree because 81 degree is the angle that available. All right. I should not choose the sine of angle x over here. The measure is not there over the opposite side of angle 81 degree, which is 11. Okay. So look at this equation right here. And you see x is the only unknown. Everything else that you know. Sine 81 degree, you know. 10, 11, you know. So now let's solve for sine of x first. Sine of x equal, okay. So this is sine 81 degree over 11. And number 10 right here, you don't want it here, so you cross to the front here. Okay. So I just put number 10 in the front. So when you enter in your calculator, you won't mess up with the 81 degree. Okay. So now we're almost done. Remember inverse sine. So if you have sine of angle x equal a k value, so if you want to find angle x, very simple. You just take inverse sine of the value k, and that's it. But in this case, the value k is the whole thing. Okay, the value k is the whole thing right here. I'm sorry, this is one the value k right there. So if you want to find the angle x, all you need to do is take inverse sine of the whole value k right here. It's 10 sine 81 degree. What's going on? Okay, you are here. You guys, the same thing happening every day. You meet your teacher on Zoom. You can charge your laptop and on Zoom at the same time. So what is the problem with that? Or you can charge overnight and then use it's the same thing happening. All right. All right, you are here. Welcome. So now we just put this in your calculator and that's it. So let's go to the calculator right here. Okay, so I just clear everything here. I put inverse sine, okay? And then inside, I put 10 times sine 81 degree, okay? Over 11, okay? And then I close it. And as you see over here, the answer, I take one decimal because they asked for one decimal. So that should be number 8 over here. So round up here at 9. So 63.9. Okay, so I round up at 63.9. So that is the answer of angle Z, which is the x value, 63.9. So I put right here, 63.9, and I'm done. Okay, so next question. Let's go to the next question here. Let's clear this out. Oh, the same thing, the same thing. So maybe I should go and clear out my picture. I erase my picture over here. X, Y, Z, angle Y. Maybe I redraw my picture. I redraw the triangle a little bigger over here. Here we go. Okay, Here we go. Okay. So X, Y, and then Z. Okay. So let's give some value right here. They said angle Y now 85 degree. Okay. XY right here. This is XY is 9. And then XZ equal 11. Okay. So we set it up. So we need to find angle Z. So I call angle Z is X. Okay. So sine of X over. So I should erase these value because now it changed. All right. So I should erase this value that you see. Otherwise, everything else exactly the same. Okay. Let's put it in the new value. The new value right here. I can use the pink color. Okay. So sine of angle X over the opposite side, in this time it's number 9. Okay. Equal sine of angle X. What happened here? Sine of angle 85 degree. I use angle 85 degree over the opposite side, which is 11. Okay. So now I want to solve for sine of x first. I don't want number 9 here. I cross number 9 up here. This is 85 degree divided by 11. So I know sine of angle x equal this value, which is the whole thing. So if I want to find the angle x, all I need to do is take inverse sine of the whole value, which is 9 times sine 85 degree over 11. Okay. And again, they want the answer near 10 in one decimal. So all I need to do is go to my calculator right here. All right. And I should revise these values. So that's a 9. And this is 85 degree. Okay. Over 11. Okay. So the answer, I take one decimal. So that should be 54.6. Okay, 54.6. Because number 9 here is bigger than 5, so I round out the number in front of it, which is number 5 become number 6. So 54.6. 54.6. So 54.6. I go to my box over here. I put 54.6 and then I'm done. 54.6 and then I'm done. Next question. Next question. Right here. So in this triangle, now you're looking for the value of B and C. Okay. So in this triangle, if you know 2 angle already, you can find the missing angle because 3 angle add up to 180 degrees. All right. So this angle, you take 180, you subtract 30, add with 75. 75. So that's a 105. So you come out 75 degree. Okay. So this angle right here, 75 degree. Oh, that's interesting. Let me see here. 105. So 75. Okay. So what does it mean? It means value of B and C exactly the same. Okay. B and C exact because the triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay. So all I need to do is find value B and the value C exactly the same. So let find value B. So let's set it up. Set it up. Or you can find value C. So how about find value C? Okay, right here. So let's set it up. C over sine C right here over sine of the opposite angle is at 75 degree equal. Now we have to use sine A, which is 7. So that's 7 over the opposite sine of the opposite angle, which is sine of 30 degree. Okay. And when you set it up, as you can see, C is the only unknown. C, this is unknown. Okay. The rest is known. So if you want to find C, I would cross multiply sine 75 degree to the right side to the top over here. So C equal 7 times sine 75 degree over sine 30 degree. And then you're done. Okay. they want the answer near it 10, so 1 decimal. So all you need to do is enter in the calculator. So let's go to the calculator over here, 7 sine 75 over sine 30. So let's clear this out here. 7 times sine 75 over sine 30. Now you're done. And the answer right here is 13.5. Okay, 1 decimal. So I take 13.5. So I go back to my box. I put 13.5. And then I'm done. Okay. And then if they ask you for the C exactly the same because I know this is an isosceles triangle. Here we go. So if this is not isosceles triangle, you can find the value of or you come out B and you know B and C exactly the same. All right, so this problem here, the same thing over here. So let's erase, let's erase the whole thing. Let's erase the whole thing and do it again. Okay. So angle here 60° and 60° So the missing angle right here should be 180 subtract 60 at 68. So that's 128. 128. So is that 52°? Okay. So this is on 52°. So you want to find the value of B first. So let's find the value of B. So let's set it up right here. B over sine of the angle opposite B, which is 60° So 60° Now, C you don't know, so I would choose an A. Okay, so A, which is 14, over the sine of the opposite side, which is sine of 52°. Sine of 52°. Okay. And now look at this equation. B is the only unknown. B is the only unknown. So I would cross multiply sine 60° to the right side. It should go to the top. So I got B equal 14 times sine 68° divide by sine 52°. Okay. And they want the answer to near it 10. It means 1 decimal. So let's go to the calculator over here. 14 over sine 68 over sine 52. All right. So I just go over here. I just change this one to 14, 68, and then 62. 62. Let me go to the number over here. 14, 68, 52. 52. So I make sure I change this one to 52. Okay. And the answer 1 decimal, so right here. So I would choose as 16.5 because 7 in the back, I round up to number to the front. So 16.5. 16.5 over here. 16.5. And then I'm done. All right. So now you want to find the value of C. So I set the equation for C, the same thing over here. C over the opposite sine of the opposite angle, which is the sine 60°. Okay, equal. So you can use the value B or the value A, but I would prefer to use the value B, value A 14, because value B you come out at 16.5. This number you already rounded up, so it's not an exact number. So I refer to you 14. So 14 over sine of the opposite angle 14, which is sine 52° again. So in this equation, C is the only unknown. So I will cross multiply sine 60 to the other side. So C equal 14 times sine 60° over sine 52°. Okay. So let's go over here, 14 sine 60. So I go to my equation over here. All I need to do, change this one to 60. And everything's 14 stay the same. And divide by sine 52°, stay the same. So the answer is 1 decimal. So that should be 14 15.4 15.4 because number A you round up to the number in the front. So 15.4. So I go over here, I put 15.4, and then I'm done. All right, next question. Over here, if they give you this angle 40, this is 50, this angle should be 90. Okay. What do they ask you? The height of the cell. So the h value over here. Okay. So I would set it up h over sine of the opposite side. So h over sine of the opposite side, which is 50 degree, equal 8 feet over here over sine of the opposite side, which is sine of 40 degree. Okay, 40 degree. All right. Yeah, you cannot use Pythagorean theorem because you know the value of one side. Okay, you don't know hypotenuse, so you have to use law of sine. Okay, so as you see, h the only thing unknown. Okay, so I will cross multiply sine 50 degree to the top on the right side. So let's write down over here h equal 8 times sine of 50 degree over sine of 40 degree. Okay, 40 degree. So all you need to do is punch the calculator and then you're done. So I go to my calculator over here. I change this one to number 8 and this one 50 and this one become 40 and then I'm done. Okay. I didn't take a look at the requirement. Near 10, so 1 decimal. So the answer should be 9.5. Okay, 9.5, 1 decimal. So I go over here, I enter at 9.5. 9.5. All right. Next question. Next question over here. What do they ask you? If you walk along Maple Twist over here, between second and elf, how far do you walk? So they ask you for this distance. Okay, this is the distance they ask you. So let's set it up. So as you see the distance x right here, the opposite angle of 55 degree. So x over sine of 55 degree equal 231 over sine of the opposite angle, which is 47 degree. So 47 degree. Okay. So you want to solve for x? You don't want sine 55 degree over here. Make sure you cross to the right side. So 231 times sine 55 degree over sine 47 degree. Okay. 231, 55 over 47. So let's go over here. All I need to do is change this to 231. The angle is 55 and 47. So 55 over here, and then 47, and then I'm done. All right. I make sure I check the requirement near 10. So 1 decimal. So 1 decimal, it means 258.7. Okay. 258.7. 258.7. That's it, and then I'm done. All right, next question over here. Let's clear this out. Okay. So you have this triangle right here. And if you notice, they give you 6, the value 6 right here. and the value 6 here is that exactly the same. So the triangle, the big triangle had to be isosceles triangle. So the two base angle D and G exactly the same. Okay, because 6 side over here and 6 inches side over here, they're exactly the same. All right, so angle D equal angle G. All right. So they give you the big angle DEG. DEG. This is the big angle they're talking about here. Okay. Equal this value. Measure angle D at angle G equal 49 degrees. Okay. So I should I should figure out the value of angle G because they ask you right here. They ask you to find the measure of the angle EFG. So they ask you for this angle. Okay. So in this small triangle right here, EFG, you're looking for angle X right here. You know the opposite side. So if you know angle G, because you know the opposite side of angle G is 5.6, so you can set up law of sine equation. Okay, so let's find out angle G first. So in the big triangle EDG, three angle add up to 180 degrees. All right. So let's write down over here. Measure of angle G. Okay, one angle, two angle, and then three angle. Add together, it had to be 180 degrees. All right. So angle G add with angle D, and then the big angle DEG, they give it to you right here. DEG, they give it to you right here. So I substitute that in, so that measure of angle D plus measure of angle G and add with 49 degree. Okay. So do you see that? We have angle G, angle D, angle D, angle G. And angle D and angle G, they equal each other because the big triangle EDG is isosceles. So you got angle G, this one also angle G, this is angle G. So you got 4 times angle G's, all right? So 4 times measure of angle G, 4 times measure of angle G, add with 49 degree equal 180 degree. Okay, so now you just solve for angle G. So first I subtract 49 on both sides. So 4 times measure of angle G equal 180 subtract 49. But this is 4 times. So if you want to find only angle G, I would divide 4 on both sides. So you come out measure of angle G equal 180 subtract 49 divide by 4. Okay, so let's do this. 180 subtract 49, that is 131. 131 divided by 4. So 131 divided by 4. Let's find out how much is that. 31. Let's clear this out. 131 divided by 4. Okay, 32, 75 degrees. 32. So the angle G, you come out at 32, 75 degrees. Okay. So now you just set up the equation to find the value of angle EFG. I label value X right here. Okay. So I would set it up sine of angle X over the opposite side. The opposite side is at 6 equal sine of 32, 75 degree right here. That's the angle. Over the opposite side is at 5.6. All right. So if you want to find only value X and sine of X, I don't want number 6 here. I would cross number 6 up here. So sine angle X equals 6 multiplied with sine 32, 75 degree over 5.6. Okay, I'm almost done. So again, sine of angle X equal a value K. So if you want to find only angle X, I just take inverse sine of value K. And as you see here, value K is the whole thing. Okay, so I do the same thing over here. Angle X should be equal inverse sine of 6 times sine 32.75 degree over 5.6. And I'm done. Okay. So let's punch this on your calculator. 6. Wait, let's clear over here first. Let's clear this out. Let's clear everything. Okay. Inverse sine. Oh, let's use the button. Let's see the button inverse sine. Okay. Number 6 times sine 32.75. Okay. Divide by sine. No, 5.6. Is that 5.6? Let me double check. Go back over here. 6 times sine 32.75 degree over 5.6. And the answer near it 10, 1 decimal. Okay. So 1 decimal. So I got it. That is 35.4. 35.4. 35.4. Here we go. 35.4. And then I'm done. All right. So if you do this question again, as you can see, the angle G right here, you just take 180 degree, you subtract 49, you divide by 4. So that's the value of angle G. Okay, and you set up the equation from law of sine. And I believe that's the last question. So let me clear this out. All right, let me take a look on the next one. That's it. So any question before we take a break? Let's continue over here. So find the value of angle A. So as you see over here, angle A and the angle D, they are consecutive angles, all right? They are supplementary. So if you want to find angle A, all I need to do is take 180, I subtract 69. That's it. So that would be 111. 111. That's it. So I put right here 111. I'm done. Okay, 111. Right. Next question. Okay. Opposite side had to be congruent. Opposite side had to be congruent. So I set up x plus 4 equal to x subtract 5. And I solve for my equation over here. So I would subtract x on both sides. So I come out x over here. No more x on the left side. I don't want negative 5 here, so I add 5 on both sides. So I come out x equal 9. So I put 9 right here, and then I'm done. Nice. All right. Next question over here, question number 10. All right. So you have the set of parallel line over here. And if you notice, this is 9 and 9. So therefore, this set of parallel line will cut off into congruent segment of any transversal. So this part and this part had to be equal to each other. All right. So if they ask for ED had to be exactly 15. So I put right here 15 and then I'm done. 15 and then I'm done. All right, next question. Oh, the next one, FD. FD, what's the FD? Oh, FD is the two of them together. FD is the whole thing. So if it's 15 and 15, so FD should be 30, double. Right, two of them together, so that's double. All right, let's see here. Again, this is the parallelogram, so consecutive angle are supplementary. So angle X should be equal 180. You subtract 62. So is that 118? 118. So I put 118 and then I'm done. All right, 5 more questions and we're done. Okay, over here. They give, okay, so every time you see this notation, it means parallelogram. You see right here? That is right there. That's a parallelogram. Parallelogram. Okay. So they asked that to prove that AC and BD bisect each other at E. Okay. So let's prove it. Let's prove it over here. ABCD parallelograms given. So AB parallel with DC. So this is the definition of parallelogram. Okay. Angle 1 and angle 4 have to be congruent to each other because this is alternate interior angle, and similarly angle 2 and angle 3 also equal each other because this is alternate interior angle. So let's see the option over here, alternate interior angle. Okay, because you said AB, let me change the color over here. AB parallel to CD. Okay, so when you use this at a transversal, so you see that angle 1 and angle 4 have to be equal to each other, alternate interior angle, or you use this transversal. Let me use different color over here. If you use this as a transversal, then angle 2 equal angle 3, also alternate interior angle. So let's check right there. Okay, so what happened? AB equal DC. So that's the property of parallelogram. What's the option here? Property. Opposite side quadrilateral are congruent. Okay. Oh, what happened? Now let's see the option. Opposite side of parallelogram. I just choose quadrilateral. Opposite side of parallelogram are congruent. Okay, so let's choose correctly here. So now you should prove that these two triangles are congruent by angle, sine angle. You see that? We prove that angle 1 equal angle 4, angle 2 equal angle 3, and the two opposite sides equal each other. So therefore, the two triangles are congruent. All right? So let's list out the name of the two triangles correctly. ABE, DE, no, not correct. Let's read out the name correctly over here. Let me clear this for a second. Okay. A B E A B E C D E. Okay, the name has to be corresponding right here. A B E. Go with C D E. Okay, so that is the correct choice. So two triangle congruent, so corresponding side had to be congruent. So it means this side equal this side, and then this side equal this side. So therefore the E had to be midpoint, or the two diagonal bisect each other. So let's choose the option over here. Corresponding part of congruent triangle are congruent. Okay, so that is the correct option over there. And A is the midpoint of AC. No, A is the midpoint of AC. No, E is the midpoint of AC. AC and BD bisect each other at E. All right. And that is what we need to prove. Okay, who's coming in here? All right. Next question over here. Next question. What do we have here? This is the parallelogram again. And they give you PT right here. So you know two diagonal bisect each other. So PT had to be equal TR. So PT, they get TR. So set it up. PT had to be equal TR. So I got Y equal 4x plus 1. So I got one equation so far. And then QT had to be equal TS. Okay. QT had to be equal TS. So I got 2y equal 3x plus 12. All right. So you got two equations, so you can solve it. So every time you see y, Every time you see y over here, can you set it up equal 4x plus 1? So from this equation, every time you see y, so every time you see y, I put 4x plus 1. So I put 4x plus 1 right here. Okay? And this is equal 3x plus 12. So you solve this equation. 2 times 4x, that's a 8x. 2 times 1, that's a 2. And then 3x plus 12. Okay? So after you substitute the value of y, so now the equation only have x. So I subtract 3x on both sides over here. I come out 5x. I solve for x. I don't want number 2 here. I subtract 2 on both sides. I come 5x equal 10. Divide by 5 on both sides. So x equal 2. X equal 2. So over here, I put x equal 2. And then y equal 4x plus 1. But x equal 2. So put it in. So y equal 9. So I put right here y equal 9, and then I'm done. All right, next question over here. All right, here we go. You got this set a parallel line, and they tell you PQ right here, PQ equal QR equal RS. So this set of parallel line would intersect into equal segment of any transversal. So they ask you for WV, W right here, and then V. Where's the V? Right here. All right. So like here, right here. And you see right here, this is 3.5. So each of these have to be exactly 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. So WV should be equal 3.5 add with 3.5 three times because WV is all the way from here to here. So is that 10.5? So the answer is 10.5. 10.5. All right, next question. We're almost done here. Oh, the same problem. Same problem here. So they give you PQ equal QR equal RS. All right. So this set of parallel lines would intersect into equal segment of any transversal. So they ask you to find WV again. WV right here, from here to here. All right. Yes, Melissa. Okay, bye, Melissa. I hope you feel better. So 1.9 right here. So this is 1.9, this is 1.9, this is 1.9. Okay? So WV should be equal 1.9, add with 1.9, add with 1.9 three times. So is that equal 5.7? So I put right here 5.7, and then I'm done. All right, two more questions, you guys. Two more questions over here. So this is parallelogram. So opposite angle had to be congruent. So I just set them up. 7a subtract 4 equal 4a plus 44. Okay. So let's do this. I would subtract 4a on both sides. And then I got 3a. So I don't want negative 4 here. So I plus 4 on both sides. So does that come out 40a? Divide by 3. So that a equal 16? Yeah, 16. So a equals 16. All right, last question. Last question, we done. Last question over here. So they give you, again, parallelogram over here. So opposite side had to be congruent to each other. All right? Opposite side had to be congruent to each other. So look at this over here. I would set up BC equal AD because it's very simple. A subtract 2.5 equal 18.5. Very simple equation. You can set up A, B, and C, D, but it's the value here more complicated. All right. So I do what best for me. Then I just add 2.5 on both sides. So I come down A equal, is that 21? So the answer is A 21. Okay. So now they ask you for the value of AB, AB. So all you need to do, you put a value at 21 in. Okay. So over here, that equal 2 times 21, and then you subtract 18.6. 2 times 21 is that 42. 42 subtract 18.6. So that should come out as 20, 23.4. Okay, I put 23.4 over here. 23.4. All right. And the next one, they ask you for BC. Okay, remember AD equal BC. So 18.5. Or you can take 21, you subtract 2.5, it should come out also 18.5. But I already know it's 18.5. So 18.5 here. I'm done. All right. And CD. CD equal AB. CD you come out at 23.4 already. So all I need to do 23.4 and then I'm done. And of course, AD is 18.5. Why do they ask you again? 18.5 is AD. That's it.